We have launched more rockets than any other company in a single year. The Soviet Soyuz, which I believe made a little over 60 launches in a year, was the next greatest, and we completed 96. So, yeah, no other orbital class rocket family has launched over 63 times annually. Well, that was Soyuz, and we did half as much. Falcon Heavy also broke the Saturn V record for heavy lift vehicles. I believe we went over the Saturn V records with 5 launches last year. After that, I believe it's critical for SpaceX that the future be interesting and that humanity's long-term existence be guaranteed. We need to evolve into a spacefaring civilization and a multiplanetary species, in my opinion. Elon Musk just told us about SpaceX's mission, and it sounds like something from a science fiction book. Musk is considering not only the present, but also the future of mankind as a whole. His discourse about becoming multiplanetary is not only fascinating, but it's also enormous when you take the time to consider the possibility that, as a race, we could expand our reach beyond Earth. Musk is actively attempting to make spaceflight a reality, not just a pipe dream. It is difficult to understand the magnitude of the human achievement leap involved in the concept of not just visiting, but even occupying other planets. The development and vulnerability of human civilization are then profoundly reflected upon. Consider this. In the vast scheme of the cosmos, we have only existed for a very short period. Doesn't it put things in perspective? It serves as a reminder of how fleeting life truly is. This is about survival, not simply exploration. It's about making sure that, despite the unthinkable obstacles Earth faces, human awareness, our culture, our accomplishments, and our fundamental essence have a fighting shot to endure. Let us now focus on something genuinely remarkable. However, Starship is unique. A fully and quickly reusable rocket is the holy grail, the crucial innovation required to enable life on other planets and for humanity to become a spacefaring civilization. Falcon 9 has so taken us the majority of the way there. Elon Musk's remarks on SpaceX make it quite evident that we are witnessing history being made, both in terms of the company's accomplishments and the difficulties they have encountered. Musk's goal of creating completely reusable rockets is not only audacious, it is revolutionary. So it is only barely possible to make a fully reusable orbital rocket with known physics, he said. The scope of SpaceX's goals is encapsulated in this phrase alone. It's about rethinking what's feasible in aeronautical technology, not merely pushing the envelope. Then there is the difference with conventional aerospace firms. SpaceX appears to be in an entirely other league, rather than merely playing a different game. SpaceX has been busy creating new regulations for spaceflight, while others have been bound by traditional means. The disparity in methodology is striking. It's about doing things that were previously thought to be impossible, not merely about doing things better. The difficulties they have surmounted and the obstacles they have dismantled all suggest that spaceflight may one day be as commonplace as flying. Is that even possible? A future in which space travel is a commonplace occurrence. Although it sounds like something from a science fiction book, Musk and SpaceX are making it a reality. Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter and his outlook on the platform's future ***. If I'm a little slower than usual, it's because I didn't get much sleep because I was on a red-eyed flight. Thus, my current project has a significant impact on the future. Regarding Tesla, I believe it's reasonable to state that the company has greatly expedited the development of sustainable energy. You know, nobody was making electric cars before Tesla, but now, I believe that practically every big firm in the world is making electric automobiles. Elon Musk just spoke about his amazing work ethic and how Tesla has a big impact on renewable energy. It's just astounding, isn't it? He almost seems to live and breathe his profession. For him, it's a purpose rather than just a job. He is 51 years old and works 16-hour days every day. You don't hear about that too often. Let's now discuss the impact that Tesla has had on the auto sector. Electric vehicles were essentially a notion before to Tesla, something you would believe would be decades away. But take a look at where we've come. Nearly all of the biggest automakers are making investments in electric vehicle technologies. The industry as a whole seems to have been driven towards sustainable energy by Tesla. The intriguing aspect of this situation is Musk's ambition. It's about improving the world, not just about turning a profit or dominating your field. Making the shift to a sustainable energy economy is more significant than any one business or person. When you consider it that way, Musk is more of a visionary than a CEO or an entrepreneur. Someone who sees the wider vision and puts in endless effort to bring it to pass. However, I believe that Musk's degree of dedication and personal engagement in his job is what most impresses me. He's in the thick of things, so it's not just about assigning work and managing projects. The factories are where he is. He participates in the process of design. Problems on the ground are being solved by him. That is a whole different kind of leadership. It is understandable why Tesla has come to represent advancement and creativity in the automotive sector. Asterisk, asterisk, all right, going back to Tesla, let's speak about something that truly jumped out at me during Musk's speech, asterisk, asterisk. Well, I can't talk too much about our upcoming vehicle program or programs that haven't been announced, because we haven't formally announced our next car program, but we do expect to make cars that are, more affordable than the current Model 3 or Model Y. His discussion of the complexities of Tesla's design and manufacturing process was nothing short of amazing. You know, Musk made a bold statement when he said, "I think Tesla is really, at this point, probably the best at manufacturing in the auto industry," which I think, what nobody was expecting. But it has a lot of weight coming from him. It's about reinventing the automobile manufacturing process, not just about producing automobiles. Tesla's production strategy, which involves cutting parts and procedures, is revolutionary. Making automobiles smarter is more important than making them faster or less expensive. And what about the examples Musk gave? They demonstrate how Tesla is creating its own playbook rather than merely adhering to it. For example, do you recall his discussion of the fiberglass matting on the battery packs? "So we went through all that trouble for a part that shouldn't exist," he remarked. This goes beyond simply reducing expenses. It's about optimizing and questioning all presumptions in the auto industry. At this point, Elon Musk emerges as a leader, not merely a symbolic figurehead, but a real-life problem solver on the manufacturing floor. You know, listening to Musk say this is incredibly motivating. For 3 years in a row, I lived in the Fremont factory, and the one in Nevada. Take a time to imagine that. The CEO of one of the world's most inventive corporations lives and breathes the same air as his production line workers, rather than in a corner office. This is about setting a good example, not just managing. It's not merely for show, either. Musk's team receives a strong message when he sleeps beneath his desk and wakes up to the smell of metal dust. "I'm in this with you," it says. It's about being present and showing up, which is, in my view, a sign of genuine leadership. What does this, however, say about our standards for leaders in such prominent positions? Musk is changing the definition of what it means to lead a business. Making decisions from a distance is no longer the only option. You now need to be physically there with your team. It's like watching a visionary novel emerge in real time when you listen to Musk discuss Tesla's path. However, the problem is that the length of everything stays the same, with only grammatical mistakes fixed.